Here's a news flash just in. An aircraft in trouble began shedding parts as it flew over Sea Haven just a few moments ago.
Oh.
Wow. Luckily no one was hurt. But hey, how do you feel today?
I'm doing pretty good. I got those SpaceX patches for the launches. They have like a different patch for every mission. I sent some pictures to Dex. The first one I wanted to show, the main one, was the one with the ring in the middle of it, and it has the description next to it. It's got like in words that describes what the patch means.
Okay, it says keep it secret.
NROL 108 patch description.
Okay, that's creepy. Looks like some Lord of the Rings stuff.
Yeah. That was on a launch that was like 3 days after the eclipse that we had in December of last year. We had a total solar eclipse on like December 13th.
Okay, so this was actually on a launch, and then what is this? Like
this launch happened 2 days after the eclipse, but this was the patch for that launch, and it's just really creepy what it says in there, and just the wording, and they use like inscribing from Lord of the Rings, but it has the all-seeing eye. And
no.
It's almost like the eclipse.
So this is like the Eye of Sauron, the Lord of the Rings, and it even says this. So I'm going to read this description real quick. This is a good catch here. It says the NROL, the gold ring in the center signifies the rocket and payload that we wish to keep secret, and the all-seeing eye represents the capabilities the payload will give to the United States. The elfish characters in the yellow circles are an inscription of the dictum, one satellite to rule them all, one satellite to find them, one satellite to bring them all, and in space bind them. In the outer black ring, the two organizations, NRO, and by the way, nobody talks about the NRO, that's crazy, and SpaceX, responsible for the launch, are named on the sides, while the top and bottom is the range's motto for this mission: keep it secret and keep it safe. That is freaking weird.
And they even called it Elvish characters. They called the print writing Elvish. And I don't know. It looks like the eclipse too, where the moon and the sun, and then like a big planet behind all that, like planet, the letter X-ray. I can't say the.
Thank you for saying that.
Say
No, I gotcha. That's weird.
Yeah, and then the other patches are really weird too, but I couldn't find the description on them. There's one that says Psychedelic Research Crew on the Falcon Heavy. That one looks kind of weird too.
What in the world? This one's got Medusa on it with like a Nordic princess with an owl eye. It says Vanderberg. Wow. Okay. So, and then let's check this other one out. This one is Mali Nuncum Prevelabunt with some sort of knight there with, of course, a family crest. And then let's see here. What's this other one? Psychedelic Research Crew.
Yeah, and they do these patches for every mission. Every time they have a launch, they make up a different patch that has all these symbology to it, and everything on the patches has a different meaning towards their mission and what they're doing.
Maybe Space Force is like the show. Maybe they've got some sort of Steve Carell running the show.
I know. It's that one with the Lord of the Rings really just, I don't know why they're tying that to this. And then they also said it's going to give the government, the United States, the capability of the all-seeing eye. It's like in that movie with the Dark Knight, when Batman had the echolocation through everybody's cell phone signal.
I've talked
and
about
the frequencies. He was able to see the whole city.
Yep. In the movie, they go, "Should you have this?" And he goes, "Probably not," or something. They go, "Isn't this kind of messed up?" And he's like, "Yeah." Something like that. That's what I was talking about the other day.
Yeah.
It's scary. And this is the description. Just to read that one more time. It said the one satellite to rule them all. One satellite to rule them all. One satellite to find them. One satellite to bring them all. And in space, bind them. It said the one satellite to rule them all. One satellite to rule them all. One satellite to find them. One satellite to bring them all, and in space, bind them.
Lord of the Rings, what it really means is the Lord of the Cycles of Time.
Yeah.
Right? And so then when you think about the trilogy, you had the Fellowship of the Ring, which incidentally opens up with Gandalf's birthday on the 111th birthday, 111. Which is obviously a pyramid number. You've got Fellowship of the Ring moving into the Two Towers. Sounds symbolic to World Trade Center, if you like.
Yeah.
Moving into Return of the King. Same thing. They're on about buying us into another messianic prophecy. So, do you know what I'm saying about this symbolically ring cycle thing? It's all basically insinuating that throughout the cycles of time, something has had control of everything. And what I'm trying to propose is that when, for instance, in Egypt, they pretty much know that the Grand Pyramid, the Great Pyramid, started fully formed as such, and then the Egyptian civilization went into decline from...
Yo, what's up everybody? It's me, Henry from Death to Life. So you guys are listening to this flat earth symbolism. And we're talking about the Lord of the Rings today, right, folks? And it ring a bell. You guys definitely know I always tie movies into truth, right? Because there's truth in movies, lies in the news, right? And he talks about here that there's a ruler, right? We all know that. Most of us know that. Like in 2 Corinthians 4:4, in whom the God of this world has blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Christ, who is the image of God, should shine unto them. You see, the God of this world, or they say I'm the God of this age, right? And he has blinded everyone. It's crazy how Lord of the Rings is truth in plain sight. Satan is the Lord of the Rings, right? And he controls everything within our rings. That's why it's called the Antarctica Circle, right, folks? And they control everything. They influence everything. Like right here in gotquestions.org on philosophies, education, commerce, military, everything, media, art. So Satan is also called the prince of the power of the air, Ephesians 2:2. He is the ruler of the world in John 12:31. The titles that mainly more significantly Satan's capabilities, right? Capabilities. To say, for example, that Satan is a prince of the power of the air is to signify that in some way he's the ruler over the world and the people in it. He is the Lord of the Rings, right? So you guys remember in the movie in Lord of the Rings, he goes, "You shall," I think it's Gollum. Not Gollum, I forgot his name. But anyways, they're trying to cross a bridge, and I guess there's people that are trying to fight against them. And he has a staff, and he slams it down. He goes, "You shall not pass." And he's like, bah! Like he hits it down, and he creates like a shock wave or whatever, right?
You shall not pass!
Truth in movies, folks. But I guess that's why Satan wants to rule the universe and create things for people to think about, going to Mars and Pluto and different galaxies. It's because he's created this paradigm where we could reach so far. because his real world is limited to this flat earth. That's it. And so he's now enslaving people's minds to think they can go beyond his slaved world. That's why like Alex Jones has like Prison Planet, you know what I mean? Because it is. it's Satan's prison. And the only way to break through it, that's why my channel is called From Death to Life. You guys look up John 5:24 and that gives you how to break free from this matrix, right? And even here in 2 Corinthians 4:4, at least the light of the glorious gospel of Christ, who is the image of God, should shine upon them. That's it. So these people which believe not, that's what they're telling you. You believe not in God, and the God of this world will blind you, right? So if you do believe him, the light of the glorious gospel of Christ, the image, who is the image of God, will shine upon you to be able to break free from this matrix. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Peace out.
Yeah, a bit of sci-fi hitting home for a Michigan couple when a satellite crash landed in their backyard, and their reaction? Priceless.
Never know what's going to happen. This baby fell out of the sky and landed in our yard.
Nancy and Dan Welke, cool as cucumbers, discovering a satellite that had crash landed on their property, still blinking and still attached to a parachute. Turns out the satellite belonged to Samsung, which launched it just days ago as part of a PR stunt to do the world's first selfie in space.
World's first selfie in space.
Samsung reps did visit the farm Sunday to make sure everyone and everything was okay. In a statement from the company, they said, quote, Samsung Europe's space selfie balloon came back down to Earth. During this planned descent of the balloon to land in the U.S., weather conditions resulted in an early soft landing in a selected rural area, end quote.
Here's a news flash just in. An aircraft in trouble began shedding parts as it flew over Sea Haven just a few moments ago. Wow, luckily no one was hurt. But hey, how do you feel today?
Hey, Marlon.
Yeah?
You really think this could have fallen off an airliner?
Oh, yeah, sure. It's halogen. Too bad it didn't hit you. Could have sued. Hey, you coming for a drink?
No, I can't tonight.
All right. See you tomorrow.